Oh, you're a police officer?
Yeah,
what's your shoulder number? Nothing, yeah.
Yeah?
What's your shoulder number?
What's your name and details? My shoulder number's
134. Oh, okay, that's fine.
I'm a police officer, so can
that's
I ask
good.
your details, please?
What?
Welcome to Breakdown, where alleged misconduct is put under the microscope, individual rights take center stage, and accountability matters. This episode is also supported by Auditing Britain, an independent creator known for documenting real-world encounters and scrutinizing the actions of those in authority. His channel is linked below, so be sure to take a look, subscribe, and support his work. Independent creators like this play an important role in keeping these stories in the public eye.
No, nothing. Just. Oh, you're a police officer?
Yeah.
What's your shoulder number? Nothing, yeah.
Yeah?
What's your shoulder number?
What's your name and details? My shoulder number's
134. Oh, okay, that's fine.
I'm a police officer, so...
He sets the tone immediately by asking the officers to identify themselves and provide their badge numbers. On the surface, it may seem like a small detail, but it quickly shifts the balance of the interaction. Officers are accustomed to being the ones asking members of the public for information, so having those roles reversed makes it clear that this is not going to be a one-way conversation. From the outset, he appears confident in his understanding of his rights and the situation unfolding in front of him, making it equally clear that he has no intention of being pressured into backing down.
Can I ask your details, please?
Why do you need
Have
my...
you got some details?
Can I just ask you, why do you need them for?
Well, because you're filming an
Headquarters,
area
yeah.
here.
No, it's the
Why
headquarters.
would you be doing that?
I've never seen this place before.
Okay.
So I just came, usually what I do is just go around and audit places. And because it's the headquarters, obviously
Yeah.
it's not just any other building.
Okay.
So that's all. Yeah, no need to call everybody.
Well, I'm going to get someone because you've got a radio. So
I'm not going to be like aggressive. or
It's
anything
quite
like that.
suspicious circumstances, if you ask
I'm
me.
trying to explain if you listen.
Well, you're not really explaining.
I am.
You're not. You're just saying you're coming here to film areas that you've never been to before.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, well, it might be what it is, but I'd like to take your details.
Hi.
Hello.
How are you, officers? You okay?
Filming.
It's alright, just chill, man.
Headquarters for no apparent reason,
Relax.
really.
Nothing's happening.
And I'd just like to
Do you have identification on
get
you,
him
sir?
checked out.
Okay, I heard what you said, and I heard what you said, yeah. Is there any reason why you're asking me for my identification?
Well, is
Because
there
you're
any reason why
filming me.
Yeah.
I don't have no problem in giving my ID. I'd like to know who you are, so I can run you through our systems, and why you are filming police officers and police buildings.
Okay, one question at a time. Do you want to...
I have both of those answers.
Okay,
please,
so
sir.
my question is, why do you need my identification?
Okay. Go for the other one.
Yeah,
'cause you've already
the other
asked-
one. The other one, like I said to this gentleman,
DS Steve Puddyfoot.
yeah, what it is, I go around audit like public buildings or
Okay.
government buildings, whatever you want to call them.
Okay.
And this is obviously the headquarters. I've never been in here before. This is the headquarters. This is quite an important building, right? Of Northampton. Yeah. So I'm just here.
Of course,
Really?
it's an important building,
Yeah.
but also we have to think about public security,
Of course.
security of the force headquarters.
Is this a secure site?
This is a secure site.
In that case, you got nothing to worry about. It's secure.
Well, it doesn't matter. So under sort of counterterrorism act, we can actually stop and ask you questions.
Are you suspecting me to be a terrorist?
We can also take details from you.
Are you suspecting me to be a
I'm not
terrorist?
saying that at all.
No. So you're
What
not
I'm-
suspecting me
what
to be a
I'm
terrorist?
saying is this is a suspicious kind of act
Okay.
that you are doing. Not
You know-
many people come down here to start filming.
I understand.
So
Well, I explained
what
to
I
you.
would like to do is obviously provide my colleague with your details so we can make sure everything's in order.
Let's make it clear. You're not suspecting me to be a terrorist, are you?
Not at this stage, no.
Oh, that's perfect. Okay. The other thing now, because you're not suspecting me to be a terrorist,
This is where the pressure begins to build, with the officer invoking counterterrorism legislation in a way that appears designed to make the situation sound far more serious. But when he is asked a straightforward question, whether the individual is actually suspected of involvement in terrorism, the officer does not provide an answer. That silence is significant. If there is no genuine suspicion connected to terrorist activity, simply referring to counterterrorism powers does not by itself remove someone's rights. What we see here appears less like a clearly established legal basis and more like an attempt to use intimidating language to gain compliance, relying on the assumption that an ordinary member of the public might hear those words, become concerned, and decide it is easier to simply back down.
because I'm not committing any crime, I'm not obligated to give you my details.
19th March
Are we agreeing with that, guys?
2020.
Well, like my
We're
colleague
at full
just said,
headquarters. The time is
our main
12:37.
concern here is a
Body
safeguarding of
worn,
FHQ.
a male.
What we're
who's
saying here
filming.
is you filming FHQ is suspicious circumstances.
headquarters.
Okay? So out of precaution and for necessary grounds to ask you, like we said for the Terrorist Act.
At this point, the auditor turns the conversation back to the legal basis for the request and calmly explains that, in the absence of a suspected offense or another lawful requirement, he does not believe he is required to produce identification. There is no shouting or confrontation. He simply continues making his position clear and asks the officers to justify what they are demanding. That measured approach brings the central issue into focus. The officers may be seeking compliance, but wanting someone to cooperate is not the same as having the legal authority to compel them to do so.
But he said he doesn't suspect me to be a terrorist.
Well, like I said, we haven't said that.
We haven't said that you're not,
it's precaution
or we haven't
for
said that you are.
safeguarding.
But you're not suspected. So what I'm trying to say, you don't have any grounds to think I'm terrorist, basically.
At this moment in time,
Because I haven't done anything like...
you are acting in a suspicious manner.
No, really. I'm just
you
recording the headquarters, which is a major building.
Well, yeah, it is a major
It's
building.
like-
you're
yeah.
filming, and
Would you agree that Big
ultimately,
Ben is a big
that's
building?
quite
Like a major
strange
building in the
thing
country?
To be doing. So we would like, I'd like you to give details to my colleague. If there isn't any problem, then surely you wouldn't mind doing that. I've given you my details. My colleagues have given you their details.
I'm Special Constable 3340 at Kingston. We're based at Daventry Station.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, can I respond to that? As a member of the public, if I have not committed a crime, I'm not obligated to give you my information. As a police officer, if you're approaching a member of the public, it's within your policy to identify yourselves, badge number and a name at least. Is this correct?
My name. I can give you my badge number.
Okay, which I've asked for, you gave it to me, and I
I've
thank
given
you.
my name as well.
And I thank you for that.
Yeah.
Okay, but I am not obligated to do that. Therefore, I don't have to give it to you.
Okay, then. Well, I'd like to ask you to move along then, please.
Are we in public land? I don't think he can ask me that. What I wanted to ask you is there anywhere I can come and visit the place?
Not that I'm aware of.
All right, that's fine. I can see it's all closed up. I want to, just a quick question. Oh, I don't need to call all these people. What? Officer,
Is that your car? Yeah. We'll just move forward.
can I ask you not to
Hello there,
delete
sir.
that footage, please?
The dynamic changes again when one of the officers suddenly tells the auditor to delete the footage he has recorded. That is a significant development because the officers are now attempting to influence what remains on the camera rather than simply dealing with the situation in front of them. The request raises an obvious question about why the recording needs to be removed in the first place. Footage provides a record of what actually happened during an encounter, and asking for it to be deleted can naturally create concerns about transparency and accountability.
Can you ask me to what?
Can I ask you not to delete it because I might make a request for it?
You won't be able to make a request for this, sir.
Subject to access request, yes, I can.
Okay, you can try. If you're going to
I'm just
do
asking
that,
you not to delete
if you're
it,
going to
please.
do that,
Yeah.
let me have your name. Let me have your name so I can put a note on there that you are requesting those information.
No, I can do it through different channels.
Like how?
Huh?
Like how?
I can go through your website, print the Freedom of Information Act.
Okay.
Send
which
you the
would be
letter.
Your information and your details.
I will send the
wouldn't it?
information, yeah, and then I will
It
get
would
that.
have your information
I
and
will
your
get
details.
that
wouldn't
record
it?
straight away. So what I'm asking you now is to not delete it. That's all I'm asking you, because I can see it's recording.
It is.
Yeah.
You're correct. Can I see what you're recording? See, make sure you're recording me.
Well, here you go. You can see your colleague.
Okay, so it's not live stream or anything like that then, you just video recording.
It's not live stream. I don't know. It might be live streaming. What's the difference?
No, I just wanted to know.
There's no difference, really, is there?
Yeah, there is, because if it's live stream, I want to say hello to everyone on YouTube.
You better say hello.
I have.
Oh, you're
Hello?
chilling out now. You're chilling out now. See, that's much better.
Always chilled out.
Well, you looked a little bit stressed out a minute ago.
No, I'm always chilled out.
There's nothing happening here, like I said.
Okay.
You know, I don't know who called you. He just called you for no reason, just wasting your
To
time.
be fair, it's always suspicious if someone has got a video camera in their hand
Yeah.
and a phone, videoing police headquarters.
This is also a school next to us as well, so
I know you can. To be honest, I'm not here to record the school, but even if I was, it doesn't make no difference, to be honest. But I'm not here for the school. If my brother makes you feel any better,
So why are you here for the police headquarters?
just to, like I said, I'm here to audit the headquarters.
Okay, are you a government official?
I'm a government official.
Yeah.
I don't have to answer that.
I'll take that as the answer is no then.
No, I didn't answer.
Okay. So I'll take that as a no then.
I did not. You don't need to take description because he's recording me right now.
No, we're taking descriptions as well.
What's the point? Okay. So like I said, I'm here to audit the headquarters, and that's all it is. So I was hoping to go in, but it looks like I can't go in.
No.
Is there no public access at all?
No.
What
none at all.
happened?
Only for badge holders like myself, the workers in the source, is allowed in the headquarters. This is solely for police work, okay? What's behind these walls is high confidential information that cannot be released to the public.
Oh yeah, of course.
So I hope you understand.
Oh no, you won't see me jumping any barriers or things like that. I'm just if there is public access, I will enter. If there isn't, obviously I won't. But I went to Thames Valley headquarters.
Okay.
They have access straight in. I went in.
That's Thames Valley.
That's Thames Valley.
Oh, Thames Valley, yeah. So,
Do you travel around different headquarters then?
yeah. Just not just headquarters. I just travel around and audit places.
Oh, right. How have
That's
you
it.
got here today?
How did I get here today? If you're trying to get my vehicle, you're not going to get it.
Okay.
I know
you
you're trying to
are
identify me, but it's not going to happen.
Hiding your vehicle, so we are not able to.
First of all, I did not say I have a vehicle, but I said
I'm
if
asking.
you are trying to get my vehicle,
Yeah.
you're not going to get it.
Okay. Why is that?
You're not going to get that information
Okay.
because maybe I did not drive. I know you're trying to identify me. It's not going to happen. What it is,
Always in an
I
intel
value my
world.
privacy.
Yeah.
One thing,
And we value ours as well.
and I do understand I have rights,
Yep.
and I would like to maintain them.
Okay.
That's it.
And we also have the same rights,
Which
even
is?
though we're police officers.
Yeah,
Okay. You videoing us,
Yeah.
we will video you.
but I will
And
request
this-
that record. You're not going to request this one.
I don't care. As far as I'm concerned, the information on here will be sent to our relevant departments and they will try and identify yourself.
The situation becomes even more revealing when the officer acknowledges that the footage could be used to establish the man's identity, despite there being no stated indication that he had committed an offense. That raises a much broader concern about what the recording is being used for and what justification exists for identifying someone who has not been accused of wrongdoing. What may initially have been presented as a routine part of the encounter now appears to involve gathering information about an ordinary member of the public. And perhaps the most significant detail is that this explanation was given openly while the camera was still recording, leaving a clear record of exactly what the officer said.
And if you're any kind of
So are you going to
say-
spy on me now? 'Cause
I spy on everybody all the time. Of course I do.
Oh, really? You're spying on the public?
How can I spy on people?
Well, you just said to me you're going to...
People are going to spy on you.
He just said that.
No, he didn't.
He said
twisting stuff here.
you said you're going to send this to wherever,
Yeah.
and they're going to find out who you are. So you're going to spy on me.
Try and find out
You shouldn't be
who
spying
are.
on people. You know that. It's illegal to spy on people.
I'm not spying.
The government cannot
I'm
spy on people.
saying,
You know that.
If you don't identify yourself, we need to make sure who you are.
Well, like I
And if
said,
you go around several different police forces and ask them exactly the same sort of questions, be these.
I
video
didn't, to be
calls,
honest, as
then
soon as I
obviously
arrived,
I will spread
arrived,
it all over the UK.
I didn't.
You are going around.
to be honest,
several
you're
police
obstructing my
forces.
video because as soon as I arrived, people just came out straight into my face. First of all, there was a guy over there. First, he was being polite, and the next thing I know, he's called everybody. He came out straight into my face, blah, blah, blah.
Well, yeah, because it is a strange thing to be doing. to be perfectly
Well,
frank.
strange, it's not illegal, it's not a crime.
No, it's not.
There you go then.
However,
They're trying to...
because of the world that we live in today, we have to make sure our security is checked
What word is that?
and make sure that there are no suspicious circumstances going on.
What word are we talking about?
What I'm talking about is that you are filming the force headquarters
Yes.
under counterterrorism and terrorism act.
But you already said
We
you're not
can- we
suspecting
can
me being a
stop and
terrorist.
talk to people. We can still stop.
I
and
can
talk
move,
to
I
people.
can go anytime I like.
Yeah, be that as it
Unless
may.
I'm being detained. Am I being detained?
We haven't detained you.
No.
The contradiction becomes even clearer when the officers say the auditor is free to leave while their positioning and behavior suggest otherwise. On paper, the interaction is presented as voluntary, but the circumstances make that freedom far less obvious. The officers remain around him, creating a situation where simply walking away does not appear to be a realistic option. Rather than openly describing what is happening as a detention, the encounter is framed as an informal conversation, while the officer's presence and positioning create pressure to remain there. It is a familiar gray area where the language suggests choice, but the circumstances can tell a very different story.
That's good.
And we are talking to you about the circumstances under which you're here.
I've explained to you, I said to you I'm here, I'm not hiding anything. I said to you I'm videoing, and that's it. I said I'm auditing the place.
So why are you videoing?
The headquarters.
Why?
I just told you, just auditing the headquarters.
Auditing? What are you auditing?
Auditing, I just come and
People
record.
coming and going?
Sorry?
Auditing people
And
and their vehicles
I just
going.
record, and that's it.
What are you recording?
See if it's a nice area, see if if it's secure. Okay,
To record
that's
that
it.
way.
Sorry?
Why would you need to record that?
Because I just put stuff on YouTube. That's it.
You're going to put it on YouTube.
Likely, yeah.
For what reason?
Can you understand the risks this could put on the public around this area, the children in this area, and FHQ?
Why you keep saying the children?
Because there's a school right next to
I know there's a school right there, but like I said, I've already said that to you. I'm not here to film the children.
I understand that, but what you're
It's not my fault they built a school over there. But I'm not here to film the children, and if I was, it makes no difference.
I understand that. You made that very clear, okay? And I do understand that. But
All right then. So
what I
stop
want-
mentioning
what
the
I want
children,
you
please.
To understand is, if you're putting it on YouTube,
Yeah.
the public obviously can see.
I didn't say I will, I said I might.
Okay, so if you might put this on YouTube,
Yes.
and the public can see this area, you're putting the people who live in the area at vulnerable risk. You're putting everyone who works at FHQ at risk,
Why is that?
because people can see the area.
Do you know you can see this area in Google or not? Are you aware of that?
Yeah, you can see this area on Google.
Yeah.
However,
I actually
what you
saw it
can't-
in
what
Google
you
before I
can't
came.
see is all the people coming in and out, and you're actually possibly putting people at risk coming
Yeah,
out.
but wow, if you see a camera and you don't want to be filmed, why do you come to it?
Because it's my duty, really, to challenge and question what's going on here.
So you're a public official?
I am a police officer, yes.
Yeah. So we expect, as a police officer,
So that is my
in
duty
public,
to do
you
that.
expect to be filmed. If you don't want to be filmed, you need to get a job in the private sector.
Why should I expect to be filmed?
Because you're a public official.
Doesn't necessarily mean that we should be expected to be filmed. We're carrying out our duties.
Well, I get filmed
as
all the
police
time. I don't
officers.
complain.
Well, maybe you may.
I don't care. I
That's
get filmed
fine.
all the time. Look, there's the cameras over there.
It's each to their own.
There's
But we-
police speed
but
cameras
then we don't
everywhere.
use our cameras to put them on YouTube.
We don't
Yeah, because you
exploit
can't.
people's faces and identities
No,
on
so
public
why?
Because there's data
why
protection
would
that
you-
forbids you from doing this.
So why would you want to put your details or those details on YouTube? And you're clearly filming vehicles moving in and out of this.
Okay, so you guys, when you are in your official capacity, data protection forbids you from doing this. There's nothing that forbids me to do this. I have the freedom to do this, and I enjoy that freedom, and we will not allow anybody to take it away from me.
Okay, well I'll remind you again.
That's it.
My colleague has already done. You're filming personal details of officers coming in and out, and with the
Not
potential-
specifically
with the
for that.
Well, maybe not. With the potential of putting that on YouTube, you are possibly putting those people at risk from other people, maybe not yourself, from other people.
I don't like being surrounded, sorry.
Well, that's fair enough. No one's surrounding you. My
He's
colleague's
behind
just
me.
standing over there. My colleague's here, and there's no one behind you, so no one's surrounding you.
The colleague is a bit cheeky, isn't
Not really. No, he's just doing.
he? He is, he's quite funny, look at him. I don't know what he's trying to do. So why are you guys here anyway?
If we work here, this is our place of work.
Well, here outside? You work
At
inside?
those moments in time, until we're satisfied
Well, I'm silently going to get going in a minute.
under certain other legislation, and my colleague's checking out number plates here
For
to
what?
make sure that we can allow you to go about your business without any too
You
much.
can allow me. Are you detaining me?
No one's detained.
So why would you say that?
The wording becomes especially revealing when the officer tells the auditor that he will allow him to leave. That choice of language immediately raises an important question. If the person is genuinely free to go, why is permission being presented as necessary? The phrase suggests that the officer sees himself as having control over whether the auditor can walk away, rather than simply acknowledging that the individual is free to make that decision himself. The auditor notices the wording straight away and challenges it, bringing attention to the contradiction at the heart of the encounter.
Again, you're not under.
But he just said,
What did I said to allow you to go about your business?
yeah, to allow me. What does that mean? That means
Well,
you...
at this moment in time, I'm not moving from the front of here until we're satisfied.
So I'm not allowed
that
to
you're
go?
not committing any
You can
offences.
go if you
Okay.
want, you can go.
You're more than welcome
anywhere you
to walk
want.
away if you wish.
So I am allowed to go.
You can go
Yes.
anywhere you
I
want.
am not
You can-
detained.
What we're saying is the suspicious circumstances which you're putting forth.
Sorry, officer, can I just ask you, I'm interested in something, yeah?
fine.
You know that flag you've got there in the middle?
Yeah.
It's got like 3 lines on it. What are the
So,
lines for?
These represent the lives that have been lost in the services. So we've got the green line for the ambulance services, we've got the blue line for the police service, and
The
we've got
red for the
line.
fire.
Yes. So what we call a thin blue line.
The thin blue line, but it's got different lines now.
Yeah.
Can I ask you, are you allowed to wear that?
Yes. This can be bought off many stores.
Both, so it's not part of the uniform, is it?
No, I just wear it to show my gratification for the lives that have been
But it's
lost.
not part of the uniform, right?
No.
Do you know, to a lot of members of the public, they see this as let me see, what's the word? Tyranny. A lot of the public don't like that, especially the fact that it's not part of the uniform.
What do you
And I'm
think-
sure you're not supposed to wear it. And also, what it does, it's disrespectful to the Union Jack
Why is it disrespectful?
because you change the colours.
I don't think you actually, what your point is being said isn't actually valid for what.
Well, you don't think changing the that's like a violation of? Well, there's no violation
There's no
in this country.
violation.
No, there is not in this country.
There's no issues with.
In this country, but I find it disrespectful.
If you find that disrespectful, you're quite welcome.
Not just me.
Well, if you find that disrespectful,
Yeah.
or any of your viewers find that
Sure.
disrespectful, you're quite welcome to make a complaint to the force as a result of
But
that.
I've seen something on a police website that you're actually not allowed to wear them, but you still.
You've seen that, have you?
Yeah. Not on Northampton, but Metropolitan Police. Yeah, not Northamptonshire.
Well,
Yeah.
That's the Metropolitan Police. It might be.
It's clearly not part of the
their
uniform.
force policy. But as I say, as far as I'm aware, that's not a Northamptonshire force policy. Many officers wear that sort of thing.
But you agree it's not part of the uniform, yeah?
inoffensive, considered inoffensive. If you find it
If you
offensive-
change it, I wouldn't
sorry,
say it's
but if
offensive, but I think it's disrespectful to the
If you
Union
find
Jack.
it disrespectful or offensive,
You know,
you're more than welcome to write to the
The Union
force
Jack
or
is a
contact
huge
the force.
flag. You know, it's like.
Yeah, I understand that, but like
it's-
colleague has just said, if you want to put forward your concerns and say that you're offended policy.
I'm not offended. I'm just asking you. This is like between me and you. That's why I've asked you directly. You know, you're answering me. I don't know why he's getting involved. I'm sure you can speak for yourself, right?
This is a me to you conversation, okay?
Yeah,
I like to hear that you're putting your points across because my concerns for the public and obviously you're
Yeah,
not the public.
and I'm telling you, a lot of the members of the public don't actually like that.
Yeah.
Because one, it feels like
So
you.
go and talk to my colleague.
Thank you for your time and cooperation, sir. We're now going to go.
I like you, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, funny guy.
Thank
Seriously.
you. So, all the best. Try not to
How
get
come
wet
you
in the
decided to
road.
go now?
Sorry?
Why you decided to go? Did you
So
find
go.
out? You find out who I am?
Oh, do I have to say who you are?
You did. No. I'll only.
Okay. Cross out what you want.
Anyway, officer, you've been great, man.
The entire encounter demonstrates how quickly an interaction with authority can move from a straightforward exercise of legal powers into something far more pressured and uncertain. It begins with vague suspicion, develops into references to counterterrorism powers without any clear indication of terrorist activity, and then moves toward demands for personal information that the auditor disputes. When those tactics fail to produce the desired response, the officer asks for the footage to be deleted, only to acknowledge that recordings could later be used to establish the man's identity anyway. By this stage, the contradiction is becoming difficult to overlook, particularly when the officer says he will allow the auditor to leave. That wording brings the entire dynamic into sharp focus, because it suggests that walking away is something the officer believes he has the authority to permit, rather than something the individual can decide for himself. Throughout the encounter, however, the auditor remains composed, continues to explain his position, and refuses to be pressured into unnecessary compliance. There is no need for shouting or aggression when someone can calmly state their position and consistently stand by it. And that is precisely why the recording itself becomes so important. It preserves the interaction, captures the officer's words, and allows the public to examine what actually took place, rather than relying solely on competing accounts afterward.